sports. It's in the game.
He tucked that ball away, lowered his head, and boom, end zone.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Dallas Cowboys. They met in back-to-back Super Bowls in the 90s, and they're together again. The Cowboys and Bills are underway. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Allen going to go to the air right away. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And nothing but daylight ahead. Stephon Diggs. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 78 yards. And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Going to run again here with Pollard. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's 2nd and 7. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. The play fake, Prescott. He finds his man, Pollard. But he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. On play action, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jake Ferguson from 13 yards out. And the Cowboys are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. It's picked. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's
a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Today, we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle.
DJ Dallas to return it from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. A run by Dallas to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now they'll run. It's Ken Walker.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 1 now.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing now is Geno.
Has it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And every time you step on a field, coaches are always going to talk about how important tackling is in a ball game. In this one, especially so. You can't allow these guys to break free and get extra yards after contact, but that's exactly what happens here. That can't continue as this game goes on.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 18-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll try the air now with Smith. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
On the give, this is their fullback. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of it. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Nick Ballore taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on 1 run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Here's 2nd and 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second down and 3. Here's Pollard again. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Pollard will take it up the gut.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give him credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give him any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Out of the gun, Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown. DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and through by Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Final play of the half, Prescott.
And this one quickly to Lamb.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Pollard will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
But, Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Smith, and this throw finds Smith and Jigba.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here, so for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them, perfect time to get it done.
They'll run on 1st down with Dallas. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Throwing is Smith.
That's complete to his running back, Dallas.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Gino. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
They snap it to Smith.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs.
The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
Left side here taken in by Metcalf.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that will bring up 2nd down. Smith throwing again. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll try and run. It's Dallas.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, Walker.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Gino now to throw.
That is caught.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 14. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Walker with another carry.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
And Smith here, an audible at the line. On 3rd down, here's Dallas.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. He hasn't really had a game to remember, but that conversion right there is something to hang his hat on late.
It certainly is, and in these situations, what you're really looking for is the guy who's not worried about his stats, not worried they didn't get 100 yards in a game, but will make that dirty, gritty run that you have to close the game out, as we just saw there.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Jet sweep, here's Smith and Jigba.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Jackson, Smith, and Jigba.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done, because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here's 1st and 10. Prescott. That's complete to Lamb.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
All 3 timeouts still remain. Keep that in mind. They'd prefer to use them on the defensive end. But here's 1st and 10.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here's Dak. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson now off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know what's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try to match his athleticism.
Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of two. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Play action. It's Jackson. Looking deep here for Flowers. And it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line. That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
This is brought in at the 21. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And he'll be taken down right there at the 38. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
They go play action with Jackson. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Roquan Smith. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd and 7. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Cowboys post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that makes the score 7-0.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down.
And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They're going to look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson on the move to his left. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 4.
Now Jackson steps away.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark.
He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
Stopped by the safety, Kyle Hamilton. So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9.
Now Prescott. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. From the red zone now, Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
To throw is Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now a give here to Pollard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Now a 2nd and 2.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started.
And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Jackson looking to throw right away. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
2nd and 7.
Now it's Jackson.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Jackson now.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. Jackson.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
To throw again is Jackson. Being chased out left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll look to throw.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, CD, these two teams barely off the buses, and this defense already has a sack and now the interception. And
Partner, you'd have to think that this was part of their game plan coming in, because they wanted to embrace an aggressive mindset and attack on defense. They were trying to force that quick miscue, and I would say that their plan worked to perfection.
And Hill will opt for the touchback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
His throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a good job there, knuckling down as an offense. You're trying to avoid 3 and out at all costs. And after 2 straight incompletions, this one's on target, and they're able to keep the chains moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Underneath here to Hill. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st. Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Throwing is Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. From the 5, second and 4. They'll go again with Dobbins. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
Now a 2nd and 6. Throwing. Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. He finds his man. Complete. That's Ferguson. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Play action now. Prescott. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And got his man. Complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Well, they took their shot. That one was kind of up for grabs that time. And you've got to be careful defensively not to make contact too early. But that was textbook right there to get in tight and force the incompletion.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Now Lamar changing the look.
Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami.
Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Miami Dolphins.
Oh, and how about this? An onside kick to start the game. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Here's Pollard again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Pollard, he'll take it up the gut, and he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. Nice little juke. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 40 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. They'll run. Here's Pollard. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll try to throw now. Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with Pollard.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one, and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Now 2nd and 3. Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 4.
Tua going to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they work this well upfield across the 45. We're scoreless after 1. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Once again, it's Mostert.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
2nd and 5.
Tua sets up to pass it. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
On the handoff, this is Mostert.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
They hand it off to Mostert.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Now Mostert. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 7.
Now Pollard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. On play action, Prescott.
That is caught.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Pollard is in. Touchdown, Dallas.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has...
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Jalen Waddle, 75 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
To throw is Prescott. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback. Barrios deciding not to bring it out. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This is a game, Charles, that's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down. Here's Mostert. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Here's Tua. And going deep for Hill. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 54 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here this third quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead is off. There he goes, left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. They work now on 2nd and 9. Prescott to throw it. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Now a give here to Pollard, and he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
This will be caught inside the 10.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
Run for Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Aubrey now for the point after. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. There for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Mostert. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Damone Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
No sign of Tua departing. 4th down. They're going for it.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. They're going deep for Hill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
2nd down and 4.
Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Pollard, he'll take it up the gut. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Prescott off play action. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball.
He's got a man complete. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Brandon Cooks. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Cowboys get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, Prescott.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys.
CeeDee Lamb.
65 yards.
And the Cowboys use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here's 1st and 10. Tua.
He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown.
Jalen Waddle.
75 yards.
And the Dolphins are back within a score.
Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Pollard again. And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And he will have a Cowboys first down, and that should be that. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, Doug.